Welcome. I don't think I've seen you in a while. Yes, this is Barad-dûr. Let's see if I can rearrange the camera here a little bit. There's the main part. Get my computer over here. There's the main build. So, good to see everyone as we slowly get organized here. Finishing the last part here of Barad-dûr. So, as long as I get this last part of the base of the tower done, then my son's gonna come back up. Little Bricktherapy is gonna come up and put this on here, right here. So, sorry guys, right now it's just me, but I think that's okay because I can hold the discussion for this time. Star Wars Legacy, good to see you. Low budget, Goku Carino, Giraffe, Little Bricktherapy will be up halfway through. He's like, Dad, you got to finish this so I can come up and assemble this or put this part on top. And school starts tomorrow for him, so I think he's finishing up on a couple summer assignments, but hopefully he'll be here. Ooh, Danzo says just reviewed the Plo Koon microfighter. We got that too. Did I? There it is back there, way over there. How was that build? It's just a cool looking micro build, I must say. Yes, low budget. Remember you. That's why I said I don't think I've seen you since we started the Barad-dûr. At least that's from my memory. So, but looks like we got you guys here. So yeah, just a quick review. So this is the summer of the Lord of the Rings series themes for our channel. We've built the Shire, then we built Rivendell, then Barad-dûr right here. I think we've had about 10 live streams, no, maybe more than that, 13 or so live streams per set. So that's quite a lot. And this looks amazing. I was saying as I was finishing the build the day before yesterday, it is worth the money to get this set. Don't know about what the prices are for Star Wars and things, but this set is definitely worth the money right now. Goku Carino says, Giraffe says you should do a Lego tour. I know. I gotta plan that one for like a weekend video, I think. That would be good. So good to see you guys. While you're on the stream, there's about 4 or 5 of you. Leave a like. Leave a like. And let's get started with the build. So I have the last part here of the instruction book 1. Nico finished in no time instruction book 2, which was the bottom or the middle part of the tower build, and instruction book 3, which led to the eye here. Look at this. Let's see. Got to get a better shot here. There's the eye. It lights up pretty nicely there. So that's kind of fun. So yeah, those are the two main tower sections, and then I've got probably the thickest part of instruction books here. This is the base, which I'm pretty close to that look right there. I think I'm pretty close. Lots of layers of lava and rock shapes, and I don't know what. And then there's like this little side build of, I guess, you put Frodo here, debating whether or not he really wants to toss the ring into the fires of Mount Doom. But then, who's gonna sneak up from behind? This guy right here is gonna sneak up from behind Gollum. So there we go for that, right? So it's good. It's a good build. See what you guys have been up to. Hello, little Lego. Hello. Let's see. Low budget's got lots of things going on here. What are you saying here? Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, you agree. Barad-dûr is a great set. I agree with you for sure. Giraffe says, what series on the next live stream? Probably, someone suggested maybe with Star Wars Legacy to do to build the Jango Fett starship. So maybe back to Star Wars. We will see. I also want to build that castle, that 3-1 that we bought. So maybe Nico could build the Star Wars set and I could build the castle. Kind of have a combo of 2 themes. Since those are like I think those are the 2 newest sets that for us that we have since the August 1st release. Those were definitely August 1st release sets. Although, like some of you guys probably found out, you could get some of those Star Wars sets early on. Okay, so this is bag 16. There's 17, 18, 19. That's it. That's all that's left of Barad-dûr. Since we split up the build, Nico did the latter part and finished that before I could finish the first part. Crazy. Little Lego says I got my Fortnite brickheads the other day and built them live too. I think. Oh yeah. So yeah, when we bought the castle, just like you, Little Lego, or the 3-1 castle, I think the whatever the price range was, you got the 2 brickheads. So we got those too. Danzo Mando says almost home. Can't wait to start my series. Let's go. All right, so let's see. Low budget said, or sorry, Star Wars Legacy says, I think Little Bricktherapy is doing. Yeah, he's doing some. I think he's done, but he's just kind of hanging out right now. But I'll tell him to come up and help attach what's left. Hey, Faded, welcome. Welcome to the channel. If you like Lego, leave a like, join us, subscribe. I'm almost done. You get to see or witness this cool set being finished. At least that's my goal. I mean, that part right there basically looks like the set is done, but this base, this huge base, and the walls of it are so impressive. I don't want to drop anything, but yeah, these are all lots of pieces put together just to give it like that really detailed look right there. You can kind of see all the layers of rock mixed in with what we're calling lava and built into the rock itself. Very cool design for this Lego set. And there's a couple Easter eggs in here, like there's the, you turn this around carefully, there's a Shelob layer here. Oops. Shelob layer down here that pulls out like a little drawer, or a spider. I don't know. It's kind of small to be Shelob, but anyway, lots of cool snap-in parts to the Barad-dûr set. And all right, let me see. Now the part I'm working on now, the last 3 bags just have this base here, and this is going to lead to probably a covered archway from the drawbridge into the tower itself. So just have the base. So here's favorite sound, everyone, every Lego person, fan, and fellow Bricktherapy community member likes new Lego being unleashed and built up. So yeah, Faded, thank you. Dropped a sub, love it. Glad to have you on the channel. Glad to connect with other Lego fans, other YouTubers who do Lego, YouTubers who are just creative. So fun to have you with us. Low Budget says, Bricktherapy is the best Lego channel, but I need to sleep in 10 minutes. Man, I always catch you guys when you're about ready to pass out. CC5853, welcome. Yeah, you know, if you miss like one live stream, when we're streaming almost every day, it goes fast. But I think you're here for a pretty cool part. Let's see, there was one other thing I wanted to show you guys. I think I showed it last time. This part here, well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to lift this. Might have to just move the camera closer. If you go to the middle part of the build, so like right here, you will see there's like another, I don't know if it's an Easter egg, but those eye-seeing stones, those palantirs. So there's one hidden inside the middle part of the tower, which looks great. Got to be careful with these doors, but yeah, it kind of gets pushed open with a Technic build there. And this tower, or this build, yeah, this tower build reminds me, even though I don't have this set, reminds me a lot of the Orthonc tower, which I missed out on, which I think was like a 2010 set, or maybe a 2000, or maybe not that early, maybe like a 2015 set. I'm not sure now. I have to double check the date, but really wished. I mean, you can still buy these sets, of course, but really that would have been cool to get that set for when it, or get it when it came out. I think that set's pretty expensive on Bricklink. It says, I don't want to say used set, but like, yeah, like a used set, still pretty expensive. Now, for talk about pricey, I forget, one of you guys looked up the price just for these two minifigures here, and they were going for between $50 and $100 by themselves, like the Sauron minifigure, which I guess if you bought this set, parted it out, and sold everything, you would definitely make a profit. But I don't think I'd want to sell this guy. I mean, or if you wanted to buy this set, it seems like you might as well just buy the set if you're spending a quarter of the price just on one minifig. So another thing, if you do get this set, Sauron is in bag 31. A little spoiler there in case you were waiting for the surprise. Hey, John Bricks, psh, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, play features are cool. CC5853 says, it's not late for me. I'm awake at 1 a.m. Is it 1 a.m. where some of you guys are? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Drawfee. Favorite Lego channel. Low budget checked out. He had to go to sleep. All right, low budget. See you, man. Hopefully I got you before you signed off, but that's okay. Little Lego says, I heard it's flat. Is this dealing with the Barad-dûr build? Maybe not. Ooh, Star Wars Legacy says, just finished my Anaxis mock. Not the full mock, only finished the hanger. I believe I finished it around 1 or 2 a.m. See, it's just fun to build Lego into the wee hours, right? It's so fun to build Lego into the late evening, early morning when it's so nice and quiet and peaceful. At least that's the thought. Especially in the summer, it's really hot. Then you wait till the sun goes down. It's nice and cool. So that sounds cool to me. Hey, Sam Murphy, welcome. Psh. Sam Murphy says, they'll probably remake the Tower of Orthonc, so you'll probably get another chance. That would be awesome. I read so many rumors. I get like a daily email, you guys probably too, on some of these other people who are in the know on Lego. I can't think of the name of the person who writes these newsletters. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, there's like rumors of a Minas Tirith and other sets, but Orthonc would be amazing. I mean, they've done the Avengers Tower a few times, so why not do the Orthonc? Maybe it'll be even, although the tower that I've seen the tower built up at Bricks and Minifigs, and it's I think it's, well, I don't know if it was on another like pedestal or something. Looked like it was almost the height as this one, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look up all the info. That's really cool. Thanks for checking in there and letting us know, Sam. That's awesome. Leave a like and subscribe if you're joining me today. Joining us, my son should be here. A little break therapy at some point, which would be great. Minifigs are goated. Yes, sir, they are. Thank you, thank you, Star Wars Legacy. They are. Low Budget says he's out now for sure. All right, Low Budget, have a good one. Little Lego says, I heard that they're going to use AI to upscale New Hope. Upscale New Hope to 8,000. Oh, you mean they're gonna are they gonna really release the movie, the original Star Wars Episode 4? I've heard that's gonna be released again in theaters. Star Wars Legacy says, sorry, I forgot this is a family-friendly channel. Yes, thank you, Star Wars Legacy. Gotta edit yourself. That's fine. That's fine. I don't think I saw what you wrote before. Our Orthonc would be nice. I don't think the first version came with that many minifigures. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it came with like Treebeard, actually. So that's not a minifigure. And it came with like maybe an Urukai or two, Saruman the wizard, and was Wormtongue part of that set? I just remember seeing like maybe 4, maybe 5 that went with that set. But I think, all right, first Legos connected. We're officially Bricktherapy now. We're building. Yeah, I don't know. That would be kind of my own inner monologue, but I don't think that set came with that many minifigures. I was talking the other night about not alternative, but knockoff Lego to get sets like that. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. Like I know I've considered, oh, what about getting a knockoff UCS Millennium Falcon, which would be really, I don't know. It's kind of like a cheater version, right? It's all the same pieces. It might be a decent quality build, but it's not Lego. And of course, you're paying for good quality product. But I've bought like I said before, I bought the Ghostbusters headquarters as a knockoff set, and I actually found that to be done really well. The only thing is, it is a frustrating thing to buy one of those types of sets. You probably know what country it comes from. And then it takes a long time for the product to reach you. You got to hope that you bought from a trustworthy site or a trustworthy vendor. I mean, they all come from pretty much one site, which we could probably all name, or maybe 2 sites. And then when I got the knockoff set, it was, I don't know, the way they organize, I don't even know what the reasoning is. The way they organize the pieces in bags was not numbered in a logical way. I basically bought the alt set, and then I looked up the Lego instructions to build it, which maybe that made things worse. But yeah, I don't know. It was wasn't like, you can't buy a knockoff set and expect a Lego experience, bottom line. But again, got the build I wanted it to do. Let's see. Drawfee says Orthanc would be nice. Little Lego says, yeah, it's on its 50th anniversary. That's crazy. 50th anniversary for Star Wars, the first movie. Star Wars Legacy says, oh, thank you, Star Wars Legacy. Just making sure it's family friendly. Sam Murphy says, I just checked. Looks as if the Orthanc came with Grima. Okay, so that was right. Saruman. Oh, Gandalf also. Gandalf the Grey. Now that would be cool. You do get Gandalf the Grey here with the Shire set. He's in the wagon back there in the Shire set. Gandalf the Grey, some Urukai. Not too many, but some of them are super expensive now. Yeah, so I don't know. That would be worth waiting for if they come out with another version of it. Curious to see how different it would be. If it was basically like the Avengers Tower with 30 minifigs, or maybe Orthanc, I guess it'd be more expensive to have that many minifigs, because Orthanc has so much detail, so many things. Like I feel like I feel like Barad-dûr, sorry, mixing up the sets, has more detailed pieces, but it'd be interesting to put the Avengers Tower side by side with Barad-dûr. And if they did a new Orthanc Tower, what would they give you more minifigures? Basically what I'm saying is I'd be willing to pay a little bit higher price than what Barad-dûr is priced at. I think Barad-dûr is priced at $450, right? And then Rivendell's actually more expensive. I thought Rivendell and Barad-dûr were the same price, but I think Rivendell's $500. Ivan Rado says, what's up? Still been waiting to buy the Lego Lord of the Rings Barad-dûr, and have finished my Lego Ninjago Battle Tournament Arena this morning. Very cool, Ivan. Yeah, that's the thing with Lego collecting. You get one, and once you build it, you want to move on to the next one. Although time is going to be a little more challenging once school starts, but we'll try and knock out at least 2 live streams per week to connect with you guys, because it's just great to talk about Lego. Hey, Braden Plays 2.0, welcome. Good to see some new channels, new faces, new YouTuber names on the channel and on the chat. Brickstorm is here. He came back. Let's go. Melody Bell, I know. Thank you for the reminder. I know you're talking about Lego, right? Back at it tomorrow. I'm gonna build and build and build. So here we go. This set is amazing. Barad-dûr, and I am trying to build up this thing. So let me keep up with things. A lot of cool topics to talk about. If they release some of the old Lord of the Rings sets again, or newer version like Orthonk, I guess the speculation, or maybe it's not speculation, but since they're coming out with I don't know when, a newer movie about Gollum, like a sort of like a prequel, then I think that would inspire or cause Lego, or maybe it's in the plans already, to build up or release a couple more new Lord of the Rings themed sets. It would be kind of interesting. I don't know. It doesn't seem to match if it's the Gollum movie that's coming out next, that they would release a Minas Tirith set to go within that sub theme. But I'll take it. Of course, we could speculate that a Minas Tirith is on the equivalent in terms of size and scale as a Death Star, right? I mean, that was like a 12 maybe level size city with thousands of people on each part. You see the movie, the way the city, I mean, it's a city, a mountain that is a city. So knowing that, and basically seeing what Lego's done with this new Death Star release, I wonder if it would be exciting at first and then disappointing to see what happens next. Disappointing in terms of the way the design ends up, and disappointing in the price. $1,000 for this new Death Star. Now, seeing people kind of update their opinions on social media and say it's a pretty good set. The idea that it's like 5 or 6 levels of pretty famous scenes or dioramas from the original Star Wars. However, the price and not really getting a rounded shape or spherical shaped Death Star, and knowing that the price for $1,000 lifts your expectations for it to look like that, and then it doesn't, that's a hard, I don't know, that's quite a challenge to expect that a lot of people are going to want to buy it, but we'll see. We will see. Star Wars Legacy says, how many sealed sets do you guys have? You mean our backlog? We've got quite a few. There's some Star Wars sets we haven't built. We have a Disney castle. We did investing in Lego as a toy or just as an investment, and we showed a few of our main ones there. So probably, I don't know, probably over 10. But nothing crazy in the backlog like a gem like Orthonk Tower. We do have, I mean, if you guys are into castle, we do have the Lions Castle. That one we haven't built yet, and that would be an amazing, that'll be fun. That will be an amazing, that will be a fun build. And we do have it, so it's not like a would be, because we have that set. So yeah, the Lions Castle will be great. Sam Murphy says, or maybe you guys are asking each other, but I told you mine. Funny. Sam Murphy also says, I have about 10 sets in my backlog at the moment. Don't have the space for them. How about you? Yeah, I did a video on how to display Lego. Do you invest money like this and buy a bunch of shelves like that? How much do you dedicate to Lego? Is it a room? Is it part of your room? Is it part of your apartment or your house? Do you keep some sets? Do you sell off some others? There's a lot of things to consider. I like what some of Lego YouTubers do, and they kind of in their studio, they have all their shelving behind them, like a whole wall covered in shelves, and then they kind of sit in front of that, and you can see the the favorite sets of their collection. Star Wars Legacy says he's built all of them. That's awesome. Hey, you know what? That's what they're there for. The Legos are there for to be built. So I've got no problem with that. Ivan Rose says he's still gonna buy Barad-dûr for his birthday. So excited to have the Doomsday Dark Tower. Yes, it'll give you a little glow for that one. The eye says yes. Look into my eye. Melody Bell, you guys inspired Beckham to take out one of his unbuilt sets and is working on it. Excellent. It is Bricktherapy. You just get on that Lego set, sit down for an hour, good solid hour. I wish building Lego, you guys, especially you guys who are still in school, I wish homework was as fun as building Lego because you could easily devote an hour or two to getting a Lego set built or mostly built. Homework's harder. But I know you guys going back to school, there's a lot to do. You could still make time for building Lego. It's just a great it's a great diversion, a great way to free your mind a little bit and relax and get into the creative mode. Arnold, welcome. Psh, that's a cool name. Arnold Aftershave. Have you heard about the new Lego debate? No. Or what is it? Is it about pricing? Is it about the Death Star, or is it about a new series? What is it? What do you think? What do you guys think about what's Lego's reasoning behind these higher prices? Again, one of the kind of the most bold or confounding, or what's an even more aggravating word? Aggravating thing to see is when we went to the Lego store on August 1st. I know I told some of you this already, and you see the new Star Wars sets, the overpriced Star Wars sets, next to the ones that came out a few months earlier, like the battle pack. It's a $45, little box, and it has the same amount as the previous little box, and it's $15 more, and they're right next to each other. Like, if someone goes to the Lego store and sees that, they're gonna, I would ask, what's the difference? I mean, I know they're two different versions, but it's the same product in the sense of what you get. So I don't know. Sam Murphy says, let's just say this: when I buy my first property, I'll make sure it has extra bedroom space for obvious reasons. Let's go. I love that. You gotta have. You call it your study, you can call it your den, you can call it your game room, you can call it your man cave, whatever. That extra room will be also for Lego, right? Sets like these, they must be built and they must be displayed. Sometimes, do you guys ever rotate out sets? We've built up, I've built up the Ninjago City up a couple times and taken it apart and then rebuilt it. I love rebuilding sets like that. Barad-dûr, I don't know how much fun that would be to take apart and rebuild, but I didn't get to experience this part of the build. I am tempted, maybe when we get further into newer sets this year, to maybe rebuild this one, despite having a backlog. This would be a cool experience. I don't know. We'll see what my son thinks, if he'll let me do that. Random Gamer, welcome. My Random Gamer says that's amazing. CC5853. All right, gotta go. But it's not because I need to go to sleep. Awesome, CC5853. Thank you for joining us for a little bit. Melody Bell says, good way to decompress. Exactly. Jedi Burrito, let's go. What brand is your microwave? That's an interesting question. I have no idea, but why Lego could come up with a cool Lego build of a microwave. That'd be kind of funny. Random Gamer says, is there any cheap Legos you can suggest? I was saying, cheap is a relative term when it comes to Lego. However, there's a couple things. If you go to one of the Lego stores near us, I'm sure other Legos or other let's just stick with Lego stores for one example. They have a table that is a discount table, and there are sets there that are less popular that you can buy for a discount. Now, I did see at this table, this discount table, the relatively new UCS version of the Jango Fett Starship. You know, basically almost this size in terms of height, and they give you a $50 basically a $50 credit. So when you buy it, they call, you get insider points, and then you get $50 towards your next set, which they call insider points. So anything about 6,000 points of insider points for the Lego is like $50. So they do that. They also do have discounts if you buy directly from Lego. Look out for insider points days where you get double insider points when you buy a set. So basically, you have to buy something to get these discounts, but those points add up, especially if you're a Lego collector. Yeah, hobby room. That's another way to put your Lego. That's another place to put your Lego, because I might have just called it the Bricktherapy room, right? But if you're just you're at the Lego store, like, I don't know, there are no discounts going on right now. There is no discount table. Lego Ninjago is a cool theme that I think is very fairly priced, and you can get some of their little box packs of mini, or a little set, and probably like a mech build, and you'll get like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 minifigures. So Ninjago is a great theme. The modulars are not bad either. I mean, it's still a couple $100, but you get those cool builds of like a hotel, or like the latest one, like the Italian Riviera, or a French cafe or hotel boutique, like those nice architectural looking builds, and they come with minifigures. Like, my favorite is as one Lego comes with minifigures, and they're again about half the price here of a Barad-dûr. And then Amazon, Walmart, and Target do a lot of special discounts throughout the year, especially during Black Friday. Also in July, look in Walmart. You might get lucky and find discounted sets. Every Walmart store is unique. I guess it depends on the guy who's running, or the manager who's running the Walmart store, but you'll see Lego sets for 50% off. But you just have to time it right. So, like, people who are really into bargain shopping and go and can find some like decent sets, Star Wars sets, pretty well-known sets for 50% off. Costco is another good. I found Costco to be pretty good alternative to buying. They only have select sets, but the ones they do, the prices are already like marked down 20%, 30%, 40%, even more. I found a Ninjago set there last spring. It was the a Ninjago Dragon bridge. I forget what it's called. I need to list down everything I talk about, because there's so many different labels to them, and I need to save my brain cells for when Nico starts school tomorrow. But I mean, my son, trying not to say his name for privacy, and I just say his name anyway. Costco is a great one for discounts. Now, if you're just looking for Lego sets, and maybe it's okay if it's used, like, someone owns a Lego set and they want to sell it, I've heard Facebook Marketplace is a good resource. Bricklink for sure, bricklink.com, which is owned by Lego, but on there people basically set up their own online Lego store, and they sell their old sets, or they kind of build sets when they're on discount, and then they part out or separate out pieces, and they sell things individually, or in like what do you call them, bulk, whatever types of Lego pieces you're looking for. So there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot of options. I know you guys probably know also. Put in the chat if you know other ways to find good and inexpensive Lego. Sometimes you get lucky with garage sales or yard sales. I know people have found some pretty decent deals that way too. Random Gamer, is there any cheap Legos? Okay, so yeah, that's the question there. Melody says, hobby room. That's right. Hey, Xavier, he's back. You know Xavier. Psh, I do remember you. Meta's here. Let's go. Simply Tactical is here. Psh, welcome, everyone. Glad to see these names pop up this Tuesday afternoon. Talking Lego. Not getting very not getting very far with the Barad-dûr build here, but it's fun to talk Lego. And wow, so I hope that camera didn't go out there. And see you guys. A reminder popped up on my phone here. I don't know if that cut off the shot. No worries, Meta. Yeah, good to see you guys. Hey, leave a like if you are new to the channel and you like talking Lego. Stick with us for a little bit. Get into the discussion. Lots of good topics to discuss about Lego and sets to buy next. So obviously the big news, which still I think kind of occupies the Lego talk, although was it Sam mentioned there's a debate going on, or was it Arnold said, oh no, Arnold said, have you heard about the new Lego debate? So I don't know if that's about the Death Star or what, but there's also the just the pricing of Lego as these new sets came out in August 1st was the release date. We all noticed the huge inflated price of Lego Star Wars sets. So that could be the debate topic. I don't know, but some rumored sets coming out might be related to Lord of the Rings. There is a new Lord of the Rings movie. I'm not sure when it's scheduled to come out about Gollum. And then Little Lego brought up the fact that they might or no, not that I might. That though, this I guess Disney is gonna re-release the original Star Wars Episode 4 movie, the very first episode of Star Wars that made it to the theaters way back. And I guess, well, no, let's see. If it's the 50th anniversary, so 1977, I think is when that movie came out, which is crazy. That movie came out in 1977 and it still holds up. It's such a great, well done film. Even with to me, I mean, I think the fact of how they made those ships coming in and out looked really good. So yeah, anyway, that movie's coming out. So I wonder if maybe that's why the Death Star is already rumored to be, or the price and the way it looks is all leaked. Not rumored, it's leaked. I guess it was rumored a while ago and then people knew it was coming out. But now that one's coming out. So I wonder if some pretty new, amazing UCS sets might be coming out to follow the re-release of the Star Wars movie. Although, now it's kind of like, does that mean the prices are going to get even more expensive? I guess we'll find out. Hello, Simply Tactical, Ghostface. Psh, welcome back. Let's see. Simply Tactical says, who's your favorite clone trooper? I'd probably say Captain Rex, just because we had his original minifig with the 10-year-old set, I want to say now, 2015 set, the clone trooper. He came with like I forget what those little speeders are. They look like motorcycles almost. Anyway, Captain Rex, the Commander Captain Rex, I think. What about you guys? I know there's other ones. I can't think of them. Nico would know better, or my son would know better because he knows all the clone figures. Did you hear about the 2026 leaks, says Meta? I have not. Other than the one we've been talking about, what are some new ones? Yeah, put a list out there. How did you get that Lego set? You know, Xavier, how did I get this Lego set? I got it through Lego.com when they had gift with purchase, and I used a bunch of insider points. Who's your favorite Jedi? Ooh, that's a good question. The one that pops to mind right away is Qui-Gon Jinn. So that's a good one. Who's your favorite Sith? I don't know those guys very well. I mean, Darth Maul I thought had potential, but they offed him they offed Qui-Gon and Darth Maul right away. Those guys seem like they could have had a longer storyline. Man, that would have been cool. Simply Tactical also likes Captain Rex. Meta says the Wolfpack set. All right, you know Xavier, out. Psh, leave a like, guys, before you head out. Leave a like. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so as I started the live stream, I'm on bag 16. There's after that, there's only 3 bags left of this build. And then when I finish this, we'll put the tower on top of the base. So hopefully this weekend or before that, we can live stream. I don't know if we'll live stream tomorrow just because school starts tomorrow for my son, but want to get this set done because it could have been done a lot sooner, especially when the full tower was built. But doing my part to balance this and time at work, guess it's been a little more challenging, but we're getting there. We're getting there, guys. The Bricktherapy experience continues on. So yeah, the 2026 leaks. I need to look that up. So what have I heard? I'm trying to think. What is coming out? I mean, one set, I know it's not the 2026 set. I do like that Transformer, the Soundwave. That goes back to when I was younger. Love the Transformer cartoons as a kid. And Soundwave was like one of the probably most popular, one of the coolest Transformers out there, especially because he used a tape deck, which we don't use anymore, playing cassette tapes, and he would push the eject button on his shoulder, and he'd launch out 2 other Transformers to fight. He was a Decepticon, so it's kind of a bummer the Decepticons had the coolest Transformer. But yeah, that Lego set looks pretty cool. We have the other Transformers, the Bumblebee and the Optimus Prime. The Bumblebee set looks really cool. The transforming part is not so great. I don't know if anybody else has that set, but man, when you transform it between the Volkswagen and the Autobot or the robot, it doesn't, lots of pieces fall apart or fall off. So yeah, 2026 sets. Let's see what that could be. Let's see. Simply Tactical says, my favorite Jedi is Jedi Knight Raven. Ooh, Revan. My favorite Sith is Darth Revan. Oh, they got the same names. What stories do those guys come in? Meta says, have you ever bought any Jonak toys? I have not. I don't even know what that is. Simply Tactical says, you might not know him because he's from the Old Republic. Ah, so is he like in like a book series or in the Clone Wars? Did they ever talk about him or did he make an appearance? GRC Rabbits, psh, never too old for Lego. Psh, good to see you guys here. It's been a while. Chris Cronin, let's go. Psh, all you guys are making your way. This must be, it's funny, I was laughing early on when we started the stream. Some of the guys were saying, I need to sign off, it's too late. I'm like, man, when I'm streaming at night over here, it's too late. When I'm streaming in the afternoon, it's also too late. So I guess I have to stream morning time for us, but then it might be too late again because who knows what time zone you're in. So anyway, this works out because at least in the afternoon I've been able to catch more of you guys. So here we go. Barad-dûr is almost done. Have to put the tower onto the base here. I'm working on the colonnade or the central piece that goes right here and that leads out to the gate. I think it has some other play features to it because I have some Technic pieces I got to connect. And then as you guys remember, these were the sets this summer, the Shire and Rivendell that led up to Barad-dûr. We were asked a while back, will we get the Book Nook set, the Balrog set that goes, sort of fits in with the series. There was excitement about that when, oh, another Lord of the Rings set is coming out. And then it turned out to be a Book Nook. It's like, I don't know, is Lego hitting or missing lately with its building of anticipation among the Lego fans, and then it's like, oh, that's what it is. Although I've heard, I'm referring back to the Death Star also, like I've heard the Death Star is actually a really well-designed set, but unfortunately it's the price is definitely, whether it's fair or not, I guess you could count all the pieces and the weight of the set and what it all comes with, and the minifigures and all that, and say, you know what, actually that does add up to $1,000. However, when you hear UCS and you hear $1,000 and you hear Death Star, just those three terms, you know, your expectations for probably most Star Wars fans is going to be like, oh, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be the actual sphere of the Death Star, and you know, you're going to open it up and you're going to see something kind of like on a bigger version of the 2015 playset. And then you hear, oh, it's actually a slice of the Death Star, and then things kind of fall apart from there. Although some of the reviews are saying, you know, it's decent. It's kind of like, though, the new Lego sets when they've come out too, the ones just recently, like, oh, these are decent sets. Oh, maybe except for the MTT, but the price has, again, just doesn't go well. I want to look up the percentage. I only think of these things while I'm live streaming, but if I remember afterward to look up what is the actual profit margin for Lego on a Lego set. So a Lego set like the new clone battle pack of is it the 357th or the 347th? When that thing comes out, or when that thing was released just about a week and a half ago, it's $45. So how much profit is Lego making from what we all would say is a pretty overpriced set? Some might even say it's a ripoff, especially when a similar battle pack is still $29 or even less when you look on Amazon or Walmart. It's like $23. And here you have this $45 set. How much profit is Lego making from, you know, that difference in price? So interesting. Chris Cronin says, I'm on my alt. GRC Rabbit says, what time is it for you? It's for us, it's 5 in the afternoon, if you want to say 5 in the afternoon. Thanks for all the likes, guys. 27 likes. I know some people have probably checked in and checked out by now, but just doing well here. Thank you for asking. Spinning off, see you next stream. I can make, no worries, Meta. Psh, thank you, guys. Star Wars Battlefield says, sorry, I'm late. No, a hobbit or a wizard is never late. He's always on time, the time he means to. So there's Barad-dûr. I gotta kind of put that in the shot too. You can see where we're at. It's basically done, the tower part. Hey, Morgan Jack, psh, welcome. Thanks for saying hello. Leave a like, guys, as you join the chat, and bring up some Lego questions, Lego Star Wars questions, Lego questions in general. A lot of people share what their favorite sets are, what they're planning to get in the near future. So it's fun to hear what plans you guys have. And if you like Lego, definitely subscribe. We've been doing a lot of live streams lately. I hope to continue to do that more as the summer continues on, because, as the school year starts, I should say. But it's going to be fun to talk more and more, especially some of you have already talked about the 2026 sets being rumored or are being talked about. So what sets are being released for 2026, especially if it's Star Wars related? Although earlier on it was mentioned that perhaps a new Orthonc tower that would be a great partner set to this one might be released. So that would be super cool, because most of us, like me, missed out on those earlier Lord of the Rings sets. I had not yet gone into my new Lego rediscovery phase. Sometimes they call it the when you come out of the dark ages of Lego and you get back into it, you rediscover this hobby, which is pretty amazing, pretty fun to collect and build. It's also pretty pricey, so you gotta be very selective. Even though a lot of the sets come out, you're like, I want them all. There are a lot of sets. I was saying, like, probably one of the most fun sets I would probably try to acquire at some point would be a UCS set. So I know some of you have mentioned that you do have the UCS, like a Venator or Titanic, something of that scale. GRC Rabbit says, I'm not trying to be annoying, but will Little Brick Therapy be in the streams? Anyway, he will be. He's just getting ready for school to start. So he's working on summer stuff. And I know he's the star of the show. He's going to help me put the tower on the base. So don't worry. He's going to make a comeback. Just missed these last two ones. So sorry about that, GRC Rabbits. But you can ask him questions. I will tell him to... Actually, you know what? Let me call down to him and see if he'll make an appearance and say hello real quick. I think he was working on some summer work, or he had finished it, so he was chilling. Give me a second. All right, GRC Rabbits, if you're still there, here he comes. Here he comes.
Little Brick Therapy's in
There's Little Brick Therapy.
Welcome, everybody.
He's going to help me put the tower on. The base isn't ready yet, so I'm just going to finish bag 16, and then the next stream, we will we will carefully place the tower on the base, guys. But yeah, you can see how much Little Brick Therapy has completed here. It's looking good. And then there's the base. So yeah,
I will be right back. I promised my sister I'd make her a fun drink.
Okay, there he is. Hopefully you saw him, GRC Rabbits. You asked specifically though, so there he was. So let's go. Oh, he wrote on the chat too. That's kind of fun. Let's see. Hello, Star Wars Battlefield. Star Wars Battlefield says, what's been your favorite build this summer? Ooh, good question. If it's theme-wise, definitely the Lord of the Rings sets. Probably, my son, Little Brick Therapy, he gets all the cool parts of the build. I would say, if I had the chance, I would say building the tower, like the actual tower of Barad-dûr. That's a good question. I did build up a couple other smaller sets after we finished Rivendell till we got Barad-dûr. I had to save up for that one for a little bit. So, but I'm trying to think of those. There was a Marvel set I built in between that was kind of fun. But yeah, favorite, definitely. I love building the huge sets, right? Those are, to be honest, just if I could, I would just buy the large sets because they're just so amazing to build. I know it's very pricey, but man, is it fun. What about you guys? What are some fun sets you built up summer? That's a good question. Shadow Milk, welcome. Good to see you again. Haven't been seeing your channel as I was playing the game with them, but no worries. Good to see you now. Yeah, this set is very cool. I don't blame you for wanting the Barad-dûr. It looks so cool. Here's another, probably the best minifigure, one of the best minifigures of all time, right? Look at that Sauron minifigure, and then of course some of the orcs. I know they're a key part of the story, but it's just not as exciting as the Hobbit here. But still, I mean, all the minifigs are cool. That's what gets me into Lego too, are the minifigs. Star Wars Battlefield says, yo to everybody. Ooh, Morgan Jack says, I upgraded the mini nuclear reactor. Let's go. You got to. I haven't built anything this summer, says Star Wars Battlefield. Really? Nothing? I thought everyone had built something. Man, well, some of you guys are really busy, especially more so probably during the summer. So I could see that. I could see that. Well, hopefully that'll change. And some people have alluded to, oh, there's the new Lego debate, and there's the new Lego 2026 that have 2026 sets that have been leaked, but no one followed up to say what those were. So I'm gonna have to look it up myself, I guess. So yeah, I think this has been a good summer for us. I know it's not for everyone to be able to build all these amazing sets. And this is like the last day of summer break for my son. And so gotta finish building this now. and get to the new plan. What's the new plan? What should we build? I think I said Star Wars probably. That we got the new Jango Fett Star Wars. The new Jango Fett Star Wars build. So, or Star Wars, what do you call it? Starship or Slave One, however you want to describe that ship. But I don't know. I also want to build up a castle set that we have. We got the 3-in-1 castle build, which would be pretty cool. So gosh, a lot out there, guys. A lot out there to build. Probably should work on the backlog and not worry about buying any more new sets because, well, because of expense, right? So expensive. It'll be interesting too to see what people are gonna get the Death Star. You know, some of these Lego YouTubers are gonna get. I would love to see what they get. My other hobbies are taking up all my funds. No work. Yeah, that makes sense. Star Wars Battlefield. You gotta kind of have different seasons in life of where to devote your resources, right? Shadow Milk Fan says, I built some of the new Jurassic World Rebirth sets. I built 2. I built my own T-Rex. I also built the Raptor set and the Brachiosaurus set. Awesome, Shadow Milk Fan. Hello to that. Psh, good job. Yes, GRC Rabbit says Lego eats up a lot of my money. Well, GRC Rabbits, my son came over to say hi. I don't know if you were there on the stream at that point, but he might come back again. He's hanging out with his big sister right now. So, yeah, guys, a lot to this is like now entering into the school year. So the fall season of Lego, what does that look like? What does that entail? So this is going to be kind of an interesting time. 2026 sets, probably gonna focus on hard to get this corner piece on. Maybe focus on the backlog, although I can't really say it's a backlog when we just got the new castle 3-in-1 castle set. So maybe do a castle series, although I said, okay, while I do that, keeping Nico interested, get him to build the Jedi or Jango Fett Slave One ship as well. Man, it's hard to see. I wish Lego would show. Some of these pictures aren't as clear as I thought. But almost done with this bag. And then the planning for the next live stream series. Although we will show, before we move on, we will show the placement of the tower on the base. So it might be like a combo of 3 themes in the next live stream to finish off Barad-dûr and introduce what's next. Am I doing this? I assume these sides mirror each other. It's weird when the instructions aren't 100% clear. Only says 1 there. Okay. 2 of those. Interesting. All right. Giraffe says, I'm back. Giraffe, let's go. Morgan Jack says, the mini nuclear reactor I built, I made it a short. Oh, very cool. I have to check that out. Shadow Milk says, if you lose Lego pieces in a bin from old Lego sets, then build those sets. Definitely, right? If you find old Lego sets, gotta rebuild. I had to do something a bit when I went back and saw. Thanks for saying hi. I go back to school tomorrow. I know, so does my son. It's crazy. School starts, summer is so nice, and then it's gone. Although it makes you look forward to Christmas break, right? There's some cool things to look forward to coming up in the next few months here, guys. There's November, right? There's the Black Friday sales that'll be happening. There's gonna be some cool things. So think about it that way. I mean, we don't want time to rush by too much, but it'll be fun to see what's gonna happen next with of course, new sets each month, new releases. I don't know if is all of 2025 been released? Are there going to be some later releases like September, October, November before the new year to I don't know, add on to all these things? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I built this. It's the entrance, and it's supposed to look like that from above. So I need to look at this picture carefully to see if we got everything aligned properly. It looks like it's that way. All right. Some interesting mechanisms going up here, making sure everything's placed correctly. So let's see here. Shadow Milk Fan says, lose, not lose. I know what you meant, Shadow Milk Fan. Morgan Jack says, never update on my mini reactor. Newer update. I took out some of the pieces and made it as short. Giraffe, he's out. Psh. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna finish up this. I gotta concentrate on doing this Technic part. Unless you want to stay with me for 5 more minutes, I'm not gonna talk much because I don't think I can. Well, I'll just keep going for 5 more minutes because I want to finish this bag here. It's bag 16. Then there's only 17, 18, 19 left. It's all these Technic pieces to, I guess, get the. This almost seems like it's gonna be a moving mechanism that goes across. Like something's gonna go. I'll show you. Something's gonna kind of go across the top of this inner gate of Barad-dûr. This is kind of fun. This is the cool part. When I don't think I've seen any reviews of Barad-dûr recently, so I don't remember what all the features are. So it's kind of discovery mode right now, seeing what's going to go on with this build. Morgan's out. Sorry, Morgan. Glad you came with us or joined us today. Like that one video, Optimistic Bricks made me rebuilt Lego sets that he had because somehow Lego sets get lost in bins. Don't lose them, guys. Don't lose them. Although if you have it in a bin, you kind of saved it. You kind of saved it. You kind of saved it. All right. All right. Hey, Jedi Brick 64. Hello, welcome. Hey, he's back from Bork, Australia. Psh, Jedi Brick, what time is it over there? It must be the next day. Is it early the next day on like Wednesday over there? I gotta go. Have a good rest of your evening. Thank you, Star Wars Battlefield. Psh, it's fun to have you guys join me here. I'm almost done with this bag, so I'm gonna finish this up and show you kind of what else is left of the build if you're still with me in the chat. If not, no worries. Just appreciative for all you guys joining me this afternoon, or depending on where you are, evening or morning. But this is the part where I said just a few minutes ago, I'm like, this is cool. This Technic part, this mechanical part of the build is really fun because I don't remember seeing this in any reviews. I don't think I watched any reviews recently to remember what all these cool features are for this build. So we get to see what's going on here. Here we go. So I'm gonna connect the mechanical parts to the main gate of Barad-dûr. All right, what do you think? It's got kind of like a track feature here of something. This is gonna be cool. So before we put the main tower of Barad-dûr on top, we'll have to see. I'll have to show you guys what the mechanisms are. What the mechanisms are. Whoops, did I do this right? I did that. Oh, maybe that's why. Kind of trying to keep track of where I'm building here, so making sure got all these things here in place. So there's a lot more Technic pieces in this part here. Let's see, I got that. All right. And then, yeah, show you all this and then put it on the tower. And then Barad will be done. Then our next theme probably will be Star Wars again, but also Lego Castle. So Lego Castle is a good theme. It's an awesome theme. It's a classic theme. So we'll continue with that. All right, finally, feel like build's going faster when you put pieces on instead of trying to connect mechanical connections. But this is fun to see it all come together now. And then if you guys have this set, you probably know where this is all leading to with the Technic pieces going into this tower, interior tower, I guess, or interior gate of Barad-dûr. Kind of has some castle arch pieces as well. Man, it just of course I didn't do the main sections of Rivendell. Nico built up again because he's so fast, or my son's so fast, he built up most of that set. And so now I'm like experiencing some of the complicated sections and going, oh wow, this is pretty cool. Marshmallows, psh, welcome. Sorry, I wasn't checking the screen. Marshmallows, good to see you here. Jedi Brick 54 says, okay, it's 10:30 on a Wednesday morning there. He's well into the Wednesday there. Random question, do you have pets? No, we don't. We do not have pets. We used to have fish, and unfortunately, fish aren't the most hardy of pets. Yeah, lots of people do though. Goku Carino saying hello again. Always good to say hi. GRC Rabbit says, when you say Lego backlog, is that sets you already have? Yes, they're still in the box basically. That's a term I've heard other people use, and so it makes sense. They're still in the box, but I haven't built them. Shadow Milk says, I made a character of Ninjago. Oh, fun. His name is Benny. That's a cool Ninjago name. Very cool, Shadow Milk fan. He makes a whirlpool, and when he does Spinjitzu in the ground, it makes an earthquake going towards the villain. Whoa! So creative. I love it. So creative. All right, let me see. I'm getting these Technic pieces in the right spots, I hope. This is the kind of the, not scary part, but kind of the part where you're like, oh, once I do this, it's going to have to connect in several different places to the main build. And hopefully I don't break anything. Lots of wheels being connected here. Wow. This will be interesting to see what this all leads to. I like how the wheels connect with each other, so it's like they work on a cog and wheel system, like an old bicycle wheel. Very cool. All right, now connecting some more Technic pieces. Man, hope this doesn't lead to a crazy part of the build where you try and fit a bunch of things together and not basically break the whole set. But at the same time, you love it because it's going to be a cool mechanized build on top of a cool tower, or in addition to a top tower with tons of cool play features. All right, show you guys here, who's ever still in the stream, what this is all like. Oh, okay, I got a little lever now to turn everything. That's cool. Did I miss something? I have one piece in here. There's no way it's an extra piece. Just making sure. I think I did. Okay. We'll find out as I get to the last couple pages here. Okay, so that goes there. This. And this. What in the world? Okay. And those. All right, so here we go. It's like a little oh, there we go. Cool connection pieces. All right, guys. So thanks for joining me. Good to see you. Star Wars Legacy came back. No worries. You got bored earlier. That wasn't because of me building, was it? GRC Rabbit says, I want more Lego, but only want to spend $300. Max, what sets would you recommend? Can't go wrong with the Ninjago workshops if you like that one. Hey, Marielle, welcome. Psh, just talking Lego, about to do a quick overview of everything and then wrap up the stream. Hello, Reno. Psh, welcome. Brick Customs, welcome. Psh, you guys coming in and out. Thank you for joining us and saying hello. So yeah, for $300, maybe a Ninjago set. And if you don't like Ninjago for Star Wars, ooh, what would a good $300 Star Wars set be? Maybe the Dark Falcon and another ship. You might be able to get a Dark Falcon and maybe the Star Destroyer, or close to it. So this summer we built up the Shire, we built up Rivendell, and now finishing up summer break with the Barad-dûr Tower. So this is all completed. It has to go on this base here. So we'll do that hopefully in the next live stream. And this is the last part here, building up the interior gate, I guess you'd call it. And it's got some mechanized pieces to see. I'll see what that all leads to next. So thanks guys for following us. If you like Lego and you want to talk Lego, please join us in our live stream. We're gonna try and live stream with these builds and other themes, Star Wars and Castle, on Fridays and Saturdays. So again, thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, Star Wars Legacy, he came in the middle of the stream. I guess you weren't on at that time. And he's getting ready for school, which you know about already. But next live stream, we will both be here. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Leave a like, subscribe. Have a good day. Keep building.